Hello, welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. We're going to look at a series of beers from a brewery that's been fairly well established in Japan, and that is Ise Kadoya Brewery. And Ise Kadoya has been around for a long time. Well, as a sake brewery, they've been around since 1575. As a craft beer brewery, not quite so long, but still quite long in Japanese craft beer history terms. They opened in 1997, and they're located in Ise City, Mie Prefecture. And Ise is famous for one of the most renowned shrines in Japan, Ise Shrine, and the brewery has a tap room near the two shrines. One is called Gekku and the other is Naiku, and they have a number of taps available there. They opened a new brewery in 2018 called the Shimono Brewery, so they've made quite an expansion. The founder of the craft beer section is named Suzuki-san, and he has a PhD in microbiology, specifically in yeast, and so he's well versed in that. And the head brewer currently is a man named Deguchi, who is really adventurous and putting out all kinds of new beers. And in fact, they've impressed me as being a brewery that's put out so many new beers in the last year or two, trying to maybe find a core set. They also have a souvenir line of sort of regular beers called Shinto beer as well. There are two places to try them in Tokyo. One is their Shinjuku restaurant, which apparently has 4 taps, and their Tokyo Yaesu Tavern, which has 13 taps. So they have many seasonal beers and limited beers. They put out a soccer beer, I think 2 soccer beers last year, or soccer themed beers, a baseball beer. In any case, let's move along, and we're going to look at a number of their beers, and we'll start with one right now. And here we are again. We're going to look at another beer from Ise Kadoya. We're doing a series of them. If you look at the playlist I have for Ise Kadoya beer, you can see many other beers. And this is an unusual one, and seems to be a fairly new one. It's called Ise Kadoya Smoky Stout. And this is a smoked stout at 6% and 30 international bittering units. On RateBeer, this one does not have any ratings yet. It's brand new. On Untapped, 33 ratings, an average score of 3.56. And this beer has smoked barley and smoked wheat, according to their website. The ingredients listed here are barley malt and barley, unmalted I assume, and wheat malt and hops. And so smoked barley and smoked wheat with some beech and oak chips thrown into the mix. And apparently last year's version, this is a new version, last year's version was made with peated malt, so smoked with peat. So 2 smoked malts, and it's made with apparently their London Ale number 3, which apparently is typically used for hazy IPAs, according to this is information from their website. So an unusual beer, and as it says here, it's limited. So I don't expect this this is kind of a specialty. It probably won't become a regular beer for them, but we'll see how good it is, and perhaps it should become one. Smoked beers are kind of an acquired taste. The most famous one is Schlenkerla, of course, made in Bamberg, Germany, which is extremely smoky. And but this is a stout, so it's got more body and more character. The Schlenkerla beers tend to, the smokiness really stands out because they are somewhat lighter. Okay, good smoke right away. Kind of what leads to me to think there will be some kind of umami note in it. It does have a little bit of soy sauce sort of smell, bacon, yeah, smoked meat, maybe some chocolate behind that too. Okay, yeah. The smokiness comes out right away. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't hit you in the head at all, but it's there and fairly constant. I forgot to look at this. Look at the color here. Of course, it is a opaque. If we put it in the light, can we see through it anything? Not at all. So there's no, completely opaque, and it's got just a thin, filmy head. The smokiness kind of pops up in just after the initial, and kind of floats up to the sinuses. Very mild. You get some sweet chocolatey note in mid palate. It fades a bit in final, and there's maybe a slight metallic note in the end. This is pleasant, mild. I think I'd prefer it if it was maybe a little bit stronger, a little bit more punch to it. But the body seems to be medium bodied. Well, it is a stout. It's not an imperial stout, of course, but this is very tasty. A little bit of umami note there in the middle, some like soy sauce sort of character. Yeah. Interesting, unusual. Yeah, I like it. I like it very much. You may see this, and if you do see it, I would suggest trying it out. And because it probably won't be around long. I doubt if they're going to make a lot of this or keep it in their lineup, actually. So it's going to be gone pretty soon. So if you're interested in smoked beers, this is one to try. Give it a go. Go on their website, and you can order lots of different beers from them. Okay, well, we're at the end of this beer today, and we'll be looking at some more beers from Ise Kadoya, some newer beers. They put out a whole new series of IPAs and others, and we'll be looking at those. Jen and I have been going in order of alcohol strength, and we're going to make it, in the next few videos, we're going to be stepping it up a bit. All right, that's it for today. Please take care, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you think about Ise Kadoya, Japanese craft beers, or any other beers at all. Let's have a little conversation. Okay, bye-bye.